And this is Senator Bob Menendez. Today, he walked into the federal court in New York City with his co-defendant wife. He pleaded not guilty. This plea coming just days after the breathtaking announcement of his indictment. The charges in the indictment, they're very serious. On Monday, I talked about the Menendez indictment and also Trump's classified documents indictment. I pointed out that Attorney General Merrick Garland is playing dirty by souping up both indictments with unnecessary pictures. The pictures are designed to poison you from giving either men the constitutional presumption of innocence. As you know, the function of an indictment is simply to notify the accused of the grand jury charges. Words are enough. There's no need to soup it up with pictures that may be staged, taken out of context, unless the goal is an improper one, to prey on all our imaginations as we look at the pictures. The pictures of the gold bars in Menendez indictment are stunning. The same is true of the piled-up boxes at Mar-a-Lago in the Trump classified documents indictment. The inserting of the pictures in this indictment, it's not an accident. Garland and his team know that every single cable news show is going to flash those pictures up on the screen for you to see when they discuss the indictment. It's an old trick, a dirty one, and Attorney General Garland, he's aware of this trick. And guess who takes the bait and helps the DOJ, deliberately or not? You've guessed it, the media. And it's not just showing the pictures, but the media takes it one step further. They add that gotcha question. Almost every U.S. senator who appears on television gets a litmus test question, the gotcha question, whether Menendez should resign or not. First, he works for the voters of New Jersey. They will get a chance to reemploy him or not the next time he's on the ballot. Second, it is true, since Menendez is a member of the U.S. Senate, that body could discipline him from something like a reprimand to expulsion. But before the U.S. Senate does anything, should it choose to do so, I would hope the Senate would be inspired to make an example for the country, including the media, and simply wait to hear from the senator at a trial. That would not be the political way, of course, but the constitutional way. In the meantime, since we are in an election cycle, how many politicians will show the courage to choose the Constitution over their political future and say, let's wait for the evidence? Saying that with the pictures in the Menendez indictment is political kryptonite. So yesterday, I was so impressed when I saw that the other Democratic senator from New Jersey, Senator Cory Booker, declined to take that bait and answer the litmus question whether Menendez should resign or not before he has a trial. So I took to X and tweeted this quote, "I don't agree with these litmus tests forced on the people by the media. Why should Senator Cory Booker be forced to make a statement about Senator Menendez? They've been friends for years, and Menendez has not had his trial." But then hours later, Booker called for Menendez to resign. Booker caved, and I think, to lots of political pressure. He disappointed me. He made this statement. It reads in part, quote, "Senator Menendez is again facing a federal indictment, one that contains shocking allegations of corruption and specific disturbing details of wrongdoing. I have found the allegations hard to reconcile with the person I know." Now it goes on to say, "And I still believe he, like anyone involved with the criminal justice system, deserves our presumption of innocence until proven guilty. A jury of his peers will make the ultimate decisions whether he's criminally guilty. There is, however, another higher standard for public officials, one not of criminal law but of common ideals. As senators, we operate in the public trust. Senator Menendez believes stepping down is patently unfair, but I believe this is a mistake. I believe stepping down is best for those Senator Menendez has his life serving." End of quote. Now, of course, Booker has a right to say this and call for the resignation. But in doing so, he let the Constitution down, and thus he let us all down. This was a missed opportunity for this Yale Law School educated senator. He had the chance to school the nation and his colleagues in the Senate about the importance of due process, of hearing all the evidence, waiting to have it cross-examined, and affording an accused the right to defend himself. Instead, he caved to the political pressure, to the politically popular viewpoint. Now, I have no idea if Menendez or Trump, for that matter, will be found guilty. And if they are, they should be punished. But in the meantime, I wish Senator Booker had not just cautiously paid lip service in a written statement to presumption of innocence, but instead been forceful, stood firm to the principle, innocent until proven guilty. Constitutional rights don't belong to either Republicans or Democrats, but to each of us. And I know it's painfully difficult to stand up for constitutional rights of others when you're worried about yourself or your reputation.